So this video is going to be for their men that are in their mid to lower 20s and then in their like teenage years. These are typically going to be the guys that don't have as much experience when it comes to like dating and relationships. If you are an older man watching this, there is likely something that you can still learn from this. Everybody has different experiences and there are people that just have more experiences than others. In this video, I'm going to be talking about just a sad reality, bro, and that's why we settle for relationships where we know deep down we deserve more. And this is such a sad thing. I've done it in the past. I've been with girls in the past that have caused so many fucking issues down the road, and yet I still kept finding a way to stay. Men, when we get something, we're going to hang on to it. In fact, I would argue that men come closer to unconditionally loving somebody than women ever can. The only woman that would ever unconditionally love you no matter what is going to be your mom. And I still think men can unconditionally love a woman much better than a woman ever will. And that's coming from experience. That's just my experience when it comes to dating and being in relationships with women. But I'm also not the first guy that's ever said this either. And if I've learned anything in life, history repeats itself. So if men are saying this, there's likely a reason why. Now, this video's got 3 parts that I want to talk about. This could be inexperience, immaturity, and lack of self-worth. Lack of self-worth is last because that's the last thing to get better. Men, we get more mature the older we get. So I'm 29 right now. I'm pretty much at my like peak level of like maturing for like when a man like slows down. And then inexperience, this is why I said this is going to be for my teenagers and men in their mid 20s. And there are some men that are older that might not have as much dating and relationship experience that I have. That's why I said you could still learn something from this. So let's talk about the 3 things right here. Inexperience. We will tend to settle for less than what we deserve because quite frankly, we don't know what it is that we do want. When you haven't had enough relationships or you haven't had enough girls you've been dating and hooking up with, you haven't had the experience of being in a relationship or dating someone where you would give the absolute fucking world to, and yet they do bare minimum. And until you experience that for yourself, that is one of the most devastating things that you can go through, especially when that relationship ends. You put your all in, and that girl put in bare minimum because she just didn't feel like she could give you what it was that she deserved. There are other girls that are just fucking nasty to be around. There are girls that just hate men. There are girls that will be extremely disrespectful. And then there are girls that will keep like testing you, cheating on you, manipulating you emotionally. And until you experience this and you get hurt from it, okay, these girls are doing all this and I don't want anything to do with that. But they did have some good qualities that I liked in them. Well, I want to look for a girl that has these things. Every single man should look for in a woman. And that is going to be a woman that knows how to properly communicate her feelings when she's upset. If you have never dated somebody like you haven't dated a female that does not know how to communicate her feelings and what's on her mind, just wait, bro. Wait till you date an emotionally unavailable and emotionally immature person. It's fucking awful. They could be great people, but they expect you to read their mind. And then when they break up with you, you're never going to know what's coming because you're going to think that everything was okay. This is why I think everybody should date someone like that. Because when that relationship ends, dude, it's a bitch to recover from. It fucking hurts. So inexperience. The older you get, the more women you start dating in your life. And of course, the better you get at social skills. So like I'm at a point right now where I have no problem going up and meeting people. I know that if a girl comes into my life and I'm dating her, hooking up with her, we're having fun hanging out, if she doesn't fit the criteria of girl that I want in my life, I'm not going to settle down for that. Because I know that if I don't like this girl, I possess the capability as a man to go out and meet another woman. It's just a matter of time before that woman comes into my life. This comes down to me having experience practicing my social skills, me having experience dating women, so like dating and hooking up with them, and then being in relationships with them. You won't get this experience until you get older because you need to have enough women to teach you what the fuck it is you don't want to put up with and then what it is that you want. The second thing, immaturity. Men mature later in life than women do. So this one right here, really, I don't really think there's anything you can do about this one. When you're immature, you're typically gonna put up with things that you really shouldn't. Okay, so I had this conversation with someone the other day. I'll explain it like this. The older you get, you naturally start giving a fuck less about what people think about you. And when you start caring less about what other people think about you, you're naturally gonna start dealing with less of the things that make you unhappy. Like, maturing isn't something that I can actually explain physically into how it's going to evolve, but you're going to notice when you get older, you're going to be like, you know what, this girl's doing this, it's turning me off, man. I don't want that. Even if your social skills suck, like if you are terrible at meeting women, but yet this girl that you met is treating you like garbage, you're going to be like, kick fucking rocks, dude. But this comes when you get older. And like I said, this is one of those things where it's going to happen and you're not even going to know when it's happening. You're just going to start dealing with less bullshit. And then, of course, when you get more mature and you get more experience with dating with women, it's going to make understanding why it is you're pushing these girls away much easier, because you've dealt with that in the past. You don't want to fucking go through it again. Now, the last one I want to talk about is lack of self-worth. And this one builds off the other two. When you're inexperienced with women, and you haven't been through enough heartbreak with women, like you're still younger, you're not mature yet, your self-worth on what you think you bring to a table isn't going to be where you need to be. This is, okay, men's lives get better the older we get. The more successful we get, the better looking we get, the more physical, like the better we start looking, the more we're going to become confident. We're going to start thinking about ourselves better. We're going to carry ourselves in a completely different way. You're going to notice that meeting women becomes naturally easier the older you get, as long as you focus on your body and your career, and you want to look good too. So this is where like the red pill guys would love what I'm saying right here, but that's just true. But you still need to have social skills. You still got to know how to go up and approach women. I'm not saying you can't ignore that. The red pill guys, they'll ignore it. It's not their problem girls don't like them. It's the girl's fault. No, it's your fault, bro. If you don't know how to talk to girls, that's your fucking fault. When you become experienced with women, and you're at a point in life where I'm at right now, and I'm only 29, but I'm at a point in life right now where I know I can meet a new girl. It's just a matter of when. I have to find a girl that I like, and then I got to go up and talk to her. And if the conversation goes well, I'm going to ask her out, and then I'm either going to see her or I'm not. It's a numbers game. And because I know that, that's why I'm saying I can meet any girl. Because if I get rejected from this girl, her fucking loss, not mine. I'm going to go and talk to another girl. I know what I bring to the table financially, emotionally. I'm paralyzed, so like physically it's kind of hard. I can still, do stuff. I'm at a point in life right now where like I feel and I'm only 29. My life has not peaked yet. And I'm sitting here telling you I think of myself so fucking highly. If I start talking to a girl that does not meet the criteria that I want, I am not going to fucking settle down with that girl like I've done with a lot of other girls in my past. I'm not, because I know that, okay, hey, I'm not vibing. Like, yeah, I might be having sex with you. Like we might hang out and we might be hooking up, but when I'm hanging out with you, it's not like the conversations don't flow. It doesn't feel normal. It doesn't feel natural. The girl might be like kind of negative, and if she makes any negative comments, I don't want to be around that. Why would I want to involve somebody in my life that's going to make like constant negative fucking remarks? I wouldn't, because that's going to rub off on me, and I'm a very positive person. I love being positive, and other people love being positive. I don't really know where I was going with that one, but like, would you rather want to hang around someone like me that's very happy and easy to get along with, or someone that makes fucking rude comments all the time? That answer is obvious, me. Okay, like I said, this is going to naturally get better the older you get, because you're going to become more mature, and like I said, if you work on yourself financially, physically, and then also mentally also comes with it, and that's just from the experience. The more women you date, the more experience you get with women, and the more mature you get as a man, once you hit like your upper 20s, I would say, like I was 27, 28, 29, I think that's where this video really comes into play. In the past, I jumped into a relationship with the first girl that I liked and that she liked me. We started going out on dates. I could see there was obvious red flags, but I still chose to date that girl. I'm at a point in life right now where I will not fucking do that again. No, I'm sorry, but if you're showing me red flags this early on, I know there's a different girl out there. And I know that because I've got the experience. Some of these girls that I've dated, a lot of them had things that I didn't like, but different girls had different things that I do like. Now, am I saying you're going to meet a girl that's going to fit every single one of these criteria? No, you're not. But if you make a list of what you like and what you don't like, if the girl meets like a majority of the criteria that you do like, well, you're not going to find a perfect human. And if you're cool with that, bro, then keep dating her. And then if you keep dating this girl and she brings up getting into a relationship and you want to do that, then by all means, dog, now you get a new girlfriend. But until you get to that point, you should date as many women as possible. So if you can date 2 or 3 or 4 women at the same time, I encourage you to do that, because you're putting yourself in a position where if the first girl you started dating doesn't work out, now you've got multiple other girls, and that these multiple other girls probably possess qualities that this first girl that didn't work out didn't have. And if these other 2 or 3 girls have good qualities in you, well, you still have choices in a woman that you want to be with. And you keep dating them, and then you just start shutting out the women that you don't want to be around. And then eventually, the more you date this girl, she's going to bring up getting into a relationship. When you start keeping your options open like women do, your dating and relationship life is going to get so much better. You're not going to get fucking hurt like I have, or like many of other men in the past. You're not going to get hurt as much or as bad because you're now learning how to vet the women that you want in your life based on the women that you've had in your earlier years. This is why I said this video was for the men in their like mid-20s to teenage years, because you guys just don't have enough dating experience, especially you fucking Gen Zers that rely on like dating apps and social media to get girls. Bro, I've approached, I think, more women in the past week than any one of you guys probably have in the past year. But that's because I know how to do it. And I've practiced doing this. Because I'm at that point in life right now where I know that I'm only going to settle down with the woman from this point on that meets the criteria that I want her to meet. And I'm hoping you will too after watching this video. That is why I filmed this. So if you take anything from this video, guys, please, for the love of fucking God, vet the women that you allow in your life. Vet them. Do not latch on to the first girl that shows you attention. Date multiple women. And then let the girl bring up the relationship when she's ready to be in it. And if she brings it up and that's a girl that you like having sex with but you don't want to be in a relationship with, then tell her sorry. But I just, you know what? I don't think I want to be in a relationship with you. You're going to lose that girl. But you're going to have other options. Girls that are still in your life that probably have better qualities. You need to adapt this way of thinking as a man so you don't let these girls fucking hurt you like I've been and like so many other men have in the past as well. So if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, if you're a guy right now, especially you younger guys, that want to get better at dating, pickup, and relationships, I just came out with my brand new 17-page cheat sheet. I wish I had this thing years ago, bro. It's like a 17-page document that I designed to be looked at when you're in a situation with the woman that you do not want to mess up. I have it priced at $13.99. It's affordable to anybody, bro. There is a video on the next page that will explain to you exactly what's in it. And if you think it's for you, pick up a copy. Link in the description. And I got a couple other links in the description as well. Free ebook. And then one-on-one coaching with me if you want to get personal. That being said, guys, if you like this video, check this one out right here. If you want to hang out with me and learn more from me and how I can help you. With that being said, hey, man, see you in the next one.